go outside in these things? What would you prefer? Yellow spandex? Go outside in these things? What would you prefer? Yellow spandex?
Damn!
You think you're funny, don't you?
I know I am. I'm the famous comedian Arnold Braunschweiger.
Schwarzenegger.
Gesundheit.
Did you see anything? No, sir. I didn't see you playing with your dolls again. Good!
Well, I'll tell you, nobody handles garbage better than we do.
You don't remember?
For you, the day bison graced your village was the most important day of your life. But for me, it was Tuesday. What are you smiling about?
Dude, I almost had you.
Left cheek! Left cheek! Left cheek!
Hello, everybody. Welcome to BlokHeads Sunday night, or Sunday evening. It's 7 o'clock, so it's considered evening. So today, I picked up. Was it Thursday or Friday? I picked up a new action class Blockee and figured I'd build it tonight. After doing the Transformers 1 Megatron last week, I want all the Transformer 1 classic class ones, because I thought that whatever there was definitely a design change between the first action or classic class to these new classic class, and I like the change that they did. Bigger figures, bigger. I don't know if it's more pieces, but this Bumblebee's 96 pieces. I don't remember how much the Megatron was. The box is over there, but so yeah. Another thing is, so me and Max went live Friday night on my channel, and I want to thank everybody for showing up and watching the unboxing of the classified HasLab. That was pretty fun. I still don't know where I'm putting that thing. I have it in a location, but that's just temporary. Like right now, I have to move some things around in order to fit with the collection. So that'll be fun. I think the thing is, so over here I have wall space. I just need to move some stuff around. I think I might put a bookcase there, move some Joes from my main bookcase onto there, and it'll fit in that big bookcase or whatever that I have Joe's in right now. So transition period. I just got to go to IKEA or somewhere and get me a bookshelf. So yeah. Also, well, here's the Bumblebee right now. all weekend I've kind of been working on the slideshow for Monday night for Decepticast. We are covering TFCon. TFCon Toronto is this weekend, and man, there was a lot of reveals this weekend at TFCon. So why don't we bring this over to the main screen, and we will get started in unboxing. Give me a second. Let me change positions, and we'll get that cut open and start building it. Now, the goal tonight is to go about, I don't know, we might go, I guess, depending on no more than 2 hours, no less than an hour, maybe longer, it all depends. Stu, you are 100% correct on that. It is all of our enemies. So what I'm going to do, I need to move the StreamYard screen to my bigger screen so I can see everything a little bit better. There we go. Yeah. All right. So like some of these newer blocking sets, they are wrapping them in plastic. Let me get my tripod in a little bit better position. And get this tape out of the way. So yeah, here is the box. Picked it up at my local comic book shop, $15.95. And like all these classic class blockies, they are on sprues, but you don't need paint, glue, or nippers, but I like using my nippers. Now here's the barcodes. Anybody's interested in this one, maybe that'll pick up. Here's the artwork on the side. Here's the back. Try to get that ring light off. And then here's the other side. You can see all the accessories. Yeah, let's get this cut open. I'm not even going to use a knife. I'm just using my nippers. They're sharp enough. Try to adjust this a little bit better. All right, so like with most of these classic class, there's instructions on how to replace the battery. And then here's our normal instructions. Set that to the side, and let's get them out of their plastic bag. Trying not to be too obnoxious with the plastic. I was expecting yellow, but this is a nice gold. And then this also comes with a vehicle mode RC. I think part of it is in this bag. Yeah. Looks like the top of our vehicle mode. Zoldron, I am building B-127, are also known as Exotron. Let's see. This looks like more pieces of Alita in here, along with other screws. Hold on. I wonder if this has working wheels for the Alita part. Looks like painted too. Let's see, here's the display stand. One of the things I like better with these later display stands is there's actually detail in the molding as opposed to the Rise of the Beast ones, the earlier ones. They were just flat, and then you put on stickers. Yeah, I was expecting this to be more of a yellow, but as you can see, oh, these are gold. And funny, as soon as I opened this one, I got hit with a whiff of plastic or something as soon as I opened up that package. There's the F runner. Here's all the A runners. And it's two shades. Is it two shades of gold? Maybe. C, D. Set these aside with the stand. So let's get the building. Always pretty much start off with the heads. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. Here's his head. Here's his face. Smiling. So I need C1 and D1. Like I said, you don't need the nippers, but I think it's a little bit cleaner if you use the nippers. Sometimes if I get in a hurry or impatient, I'll start to just break them off. But for the most part, you don't need them. D1. Part number 3. Okay. But if anybody has built the other Blokees, I highly recommend trying out these classic class. Don't get intimidated by the screws and the build part of it, because they're not that bad. It's really no different than it's really not much different than the Galaxy class and the Defender class. It's just you're dealing with more parts. That's a snug fit for his eyes too. There we go. Did you guys pick up that pop? I don't know if the mic picked that up or not, but that was a pretty satisfying pop. So now we need A2. 13, part 13. Yeah. That one you kind of got to be careful. Because there is pins there. You don't want to cut those too deep. There we go. There's this crest. See, now we need A1. A1. This A1, this A2. Yeah, so you can see the difference on these. Right? These are the side of his helmets, side of his heads. Or they have paint on them. And there is his first head. See if I can get a good look at that. So there is an alternate head with his battle mask. So I need, where is that? I guess so. There's no faceplate on this one. It's just his battle mask. I just need this one. No wait, yeah, part 4. Need this part, same as the other head, little crown piece. That one I just kind of pulled that last piece off because it's between these two panels. It's kind of difficult to pull out. But then, unlike his face, there's another piece. Where's this B1? I think it's right here, part 14. Yeah. Just kind of broke. That was I missed the tab. 100% missed that tab. You kind of get an idea. Squeeze this together. And let's see, then I need these other 2 helmet pieces or head pieces. And sadly, my local comics book shop where I picked this up, this was the last Transformers 1 classic class they had. So unless they picked up more stock, I'm either going to have to look online or go to another shop. I know there's another shop. It's called the Toy Department. You're in Cincinnati, so it's a little bit further of a drive. I prefer not to go there, but they posted on their Facebook page their Blokees section, and they had a big restock. They had the classic class, or not classic class. They had all the they had all the classic class stuff, but they also had that action class Soundwave. So, and then my local comic book shop said their rep should be coming soon to bring some of those. So I don't know. I really want that action class. So here's the other face head sculpt with the battle mask. All right. So we'll set the heads aside, and next we will work on. Should we do? He's showing arms first. I guess we'll do the arms next. And it looks like these little blades are on his arms as well. Let's see, what do we need? We need screw F1. We need part 3. But yeah, I don't know. I might make a trek if my closer comic book shop doesn't have any new stock. Maybe make a trek to the toy department and grab something there. And one thing I did notice, their prices were a little bit more expensive than the comic book shop I've been going to, like a couple dollars more. Not a whole lot, but I've been liking grabbing the stuff in my closer comic book shop. And I might see other stuff at the toy department that I'm tempted on buying. Yeah, and of course, Eldron, you would agree with that, trying to tempt me. This goes like so. And that's the other thing I've noticed about these newer Transformers 1 Classic class. It's not the same repeat parts, kind of like what I saw in the first stuff. Like they used a lot of the same like elbow joints and elbow and knee joints that are in like the Galaxy class. These Classic class are kind of getting their own joints. You're not seeing them same joints, which is kind of nice. So it shows that they're improving the designs. They're not just keeping the same formula. They're doing upgrades. Let's see. Let me screw. 18 and 12. Where's 12? I could always just order this stuff from Blokees' website, but I'm being trying to be frugal and not spending and saving on that shipping. But I guess if I'm driving, kind of defeats the purpose, right? That's what I like about going to the local comic book shop, because it's real close to my work. So during lunch hour, I'll just head that way and see what they got in stock. All right, so that's just a mushroom peg that goes on here. Is there a specific way it should go on? Looks like it's just going on the side. Here's the shoulder and elbow, basically. All right, so I need A2 runner. Yeah, runner. And 4 and 9. So the plan was, depending on the time, maybe pull the box out of the that Galaxy class and maybe build some more out of that. Depending on how long it takes me to build this. Depending on how much I BS, I've been getting these in under or around an hour. I'm not speed running these, that's for sure. Let's see, I need F2. Back here. Mainly just chill and then try to keep up with the chat. There's not very many people talking, but that's fine. Let's see, what am I looking for? I need F1. What am I looking for on here? Number 2. Oh, yeah, that's what I built already. We're having issues here. This is the first time I've been stumped on something. So I need runner F1, which is this one. I need part 2, which I already pulled part 2. What am I missing here? So I'm not. Where am I? Well, this is frustrating. I look like it. Is there another piece that pops on there and I missed it? Because there's the hand, but I can't find the piece these two armor pieces go on. So there's the shoulder, the forearm / elbow, and then something pops in there. Where is the instructions for that piece? What piece do I need to build that? Because Jesus, never mind. I'm looking at E1, not F1. Right here. I knew something. I knew I wasn't going nuts. I had the E1 runner, not the F1 runner. Good Lord. All right, so let's see. This should pop on right here. And before you take that off, so you can put his blades on. It looks like you don't have to keep his blades on the entire time. I'll just put them on now as I'm building it. And it looks like all you have to do is take the panel off and then pull his blades off. There's that. And that plugs in right there. And we can take his hand. Wait, there's a piece that goes in the top of his hand. 16 from B1. Here. And that's a tiny piece. Be careful when putting that on, you don't drop it. It'll get swallowed by the carpet. I have hardwood floors, so mine will just bounce and I would never find it. Yeah, yeah, here we go. Here's an arm. Now we don't put the shoulder, we'll put the shoulder piece on once we put everything together. So let's do the other arm. So you need the same joint piece, the shoulder joint piece. What was the other piece? What's this one? So we'll need one. Yeah. Yeah, number one. And let's see. Let's see. I think we're taking this. Yeah. Goes on like so. That. There, now we have the left shoulder. Now we need E1 runner 13 and 17. That should be right here. Right here. There we go. Anyone that's watching in the Anybody have any interest in getting some of these Transformer ones classic class? Like I said, they can't, if you're not used to doing mono kits, they might be a little intimidating, but I mean, for the most part, they're pretty easy builds. Personally, I kind of find it relaxing just sitting back and putting these together, even if I'm stuck behind a ring light trying to see what's going on. Why did that mushroom not want to poke in there? Soundwave is Soundwave in this range. They have a Transformers 1 Soundwave that's in classic class. But like that, if you're talking about if you want more G1-ish, then that's what that action class. That one's a little bit more complicated. Yeah, I'm looking forward to. I was looking forward to a hot rod, that's for sure. I don't know if they'll. I mean, who knows if they'll get to a hot rod in action class? But these classic class, for sure, they could do a hot rod. I'm just, if they've tapped out on the Transformers 1 in the classic class, they need to start milking the 86 movie characters, and then definitely hot rod will get made. I would love a big, beefy Ultra Magnus. Zaldron, you want a hot rod or Rodimus or any. I mean, if all those leaks are true, you're going to get plenty soon. So they might start milking that character out. Let's find his hand. What really surprised me with this set is I was expecting like a yellow, and a lot of this stuff is gold. So I'm kind of nice. It's not just just a yellow. Which I think that kind of matches more the animation accuracy of the Bumblebee from Transformers 1. He really wasn't like yellow. So here's his other arm. So we'll set that aside. And then what are we doing next? Looks like the torso's next. So like all these classic class, they have the similar torso that you just pull out that safety tab and then they light up. Yeah, you might be better off because there's just enough good characters. You know what's funny about this one? I don't have another one, but this one's a little bit smaller than the normal torso, the inner torso. I bet they did that because Bumblebee's kind of all leg and this small torso. So they probably made that a little bit smaller. All right, so we need E1 number 16. There we go. But like I was saying earlier, that's what I kind of like about the like what they've been doing on the classic class lately. They're not like the generic, like match what all the other ones. They have their own unique parts and setup. So the journey feels a little bit different compared to, once you build most of your Galaxy class, you know what you're expecting. These are a little bit different. And that pop is just satisfying. So now we need, looks like we're building his transformation cog to go in his chest. So part 4. Make sure I'm not off frame. Part 2. And I think a clear piece goes in between. Yeah, that's what it looks like. This one. Yeah, you don't want to lose that. Looks like it's the same on both sides. And then this plugs in here. So if anybody is in the chat right now, I want to send another thank you to whoever, if anybody was here and watched the last week's Decepticast. That was a really fun show. I was glad everything worked out, inviting everybody, giving everybody their time to confess their sins. That was real fun and nerve-wracking at the same time. Like just getting everybody and giving everybody their time, and and then not being on till 3 in the morning. And like I said, it was nerve-wracking, but fun at the same time. I'm looking forward. We'll have to plan another one, that's for sure. I thought about, just because I got that priest costume, and I was like, I'm just gonna buy it, wear it, and return it. But as fun as we had in that show, I think it's a concept to revisit. And because I'm sure there's more people that will get into Blokees that might want to confess and come on after they saw kind of how the concept worked. And just, I'm sure we'll have repeat offenders at the same time. So I didn't return the priest outfit. I kept it. Hey, Tal. Jeez, I'm reading Avi's comment. Hey, Avi, what's going on? Yeah, I agreed, Stu. All right, so we got most of the torso complete. So as you can kind of see, it really doesn't. Pretty sure I got the torso on right, but maybe because there's just too much crap around, it's not shining through on his transformation code. But so this week's show is all right. So TFCon Toronto is this weekend. And at least for me and anybody that's fans of third party, every TFCon they do a third party panel, and it's usually they usually stream it online so everybody can watch. So that's kind of nice. So you don't have to be at the convention. Hopefully they keep doing that because that makes it nice for those that can't make it to the convention. So that's kind of pretty much what we're going to be covering tomorrow night. Anna will be with me once again. Yeah, quite a bit of news this week, and mainly because of TFCon. And there was some Hasbro stuff this week. Well, Zoldron, if you don't know what's coming, then definitely tune in. Yeah, I was gonna say, Abby, going back to talking about sins of the Blokees, we was gonna have Abby confess, and we were just time. We were kind of ran out of time. I mean, we could have kept going, but like I said, we don't want to go till 3 a.m. I mean, Abby keeps me up late as it is. I don't need one more reason for him to keep me up past my bedtime. Let's see, is this his back piece? Or no, you got to build his back piece. All right, so that 6. Yeah. Zaldron, and a lot of the third-party panel stuff, there was a lot of repeat stuff that we already knew about. I think that's one of the things like nowadays is we're so in tuned when it comes with like toy news and third-party news, and I think they're sharing more stuff, especially on like the Chinese message boards, where a lot of it was stuff that we already have seen. So that kind of made it nice when it came to creating the slideshow. Like since there was a lot of repeat stuff, like the slideshow wasn't as long as it potentially could be. Stu, I think the word, the community word, some people don't like, but I think that's just part of this. We enable each other to buy more toys. I tried everything I purchased. I try to make it be something that I like. And the one thing's nice about it, even if it's something you don't like, odds are you can get most of your money back. Now, I don't know if I don't 100% pay attention to like the resale value of everything. But when I sold my Transformers, like my first party Hasbro Transformers stuff, I got most of my money back that I put into it and then some. And put that into my masterpiece collection. So action figures I haven't paid as much attention to. So I'm not sure, you know, if it's possible to make your money back, but you know, some people aren't sellers. I don't mind if it's something that don't fit my collection anymore to sell it. I mean, we're all collectors, right? Or is collector another word for hoarders or another term? We don't want to classify ourselves as that. That's for sure. But we're hoarder adjacent. Let's see, does something else go here on the front of his crotch? This looks like something should, or no, this goes in back here. That's it. Yeah, okay. This didn't look like it was going to cover it. So here's his torso. I think that's all for the torso. So now I can move to his feet, or legs and feet. Yeah, so that was the torso. So let's see, what do we need for the feet? All right, so we need runner F2. So this is going to be a lot of the runner here. Let's see, we need number 5. And if you guys haven't noticed, my review area doesn't have as much clutter. Well, that was because of Friday when we did the Rattler unboxing. I just removed everything. I didn't fit the Rattler here. I had to do the Rattler on my bed. Probably should use a better choice of words, but I had to unbox the Rattler on my bed. And so I haven't put everything back in here. I don't know if I'm going to do a review of the Rattler just because of the size. And I mean, we did a 2-hour stream, pretty much covered everything on the Rattler. If anything, I might review the figures. It's because that thing's such a monster. Yeah, Dinosaur Neil. I love that name that they use for it. Rowdy! What's shaking? How you doing? Yeah, Dinosaur Neil. I like that. That was. It's funny how Joe uses code names where Transformers, they don't give a rip. Transformers doesn't use any code names that I can remember, at least since for the longest time they haven't. I can't remember the last time they used code names. Doing well, Rowdy. Just putting toys together. Slept in too much, too long today. It's kind of a bum. So here's his knee. Now we need 2 gold pieces. Let's see. We need B-1 6 and B-1 1. I I wanted to go see Superman today, but it didn't work out. I might try to go sometime this week. I haven't seen Jurassic World either. I've been trying to avoid spoilers on Superman, but at this point, I mean, whatever. If it gets spoiled, it gets spoiled. The movie I want to see the most this month is Fantastic Four. That's the one I'm really looking forward to. That's the one I will try to see opening weekend. Superman, I didn't worry so much. Jurassic World, whatever that one's called, Afterbirth. I don't know what they're called anymore. Oh yeah, I'm gonna shut his down. Shut his ass down quick. That's if he shows up. Didn't he start his new job? He might not even make it to book club tonight. Let's see, 15 or 30. Stu, I mean that's a better title than most of what Hollywood has come up with. You might want to do a concept of that. I really like how this slides in together. That's nifty. Very nice. Can still get a rocker. Pivot forward and pivot back. All right, now we need to do the hip. So I need E1. Yeah, I don't think so either. I mean, she did a great job. I don't know. I can't think the last movie that I wanted to see that she starred in. Other than, I think like it's like I go all the way back. Like my fondest memory of her in a movie is probably Pretty Sexist of Me, but when she was changing in the back of Happy Hogan's car in Iron Man 2, I paid attention. I can't even tell you who the rest of the supporting cast are in that Jurassic World movie. How much I don't care. I mean, I always try to watch the Jurassic movies. Is that how that goes on? Yeah. Yeah, Fantastic Four. What do we got? 2 more weekends till that's out. It's not next weekend. It's the weekend of like the 23rd or something like that. It's like I need to go in with low expectations on Fantastic Four, so that way, because I kind of did that with I kind of went in with low expectations for Thunderbolts and was pleasantly surprised with Thunderbolts. 25th, okay. So yeah, I don't want to expect too much from Fantastic Four and just enjoy the movie. But and I'm not the type that's overly critical anyways when it comes to movies, especially like summer comic movies. The way that some people overanalyze stuff is, I don't know. It's just, I don't have that type of brain. Sometimes I notice stuff, but for the most part, I'm living in the moment, enjoying what I'm watching. Rowdy, I really hope so. I hope it shuts everybody the fuck up, and I know it won't happen. Because there's just people out there that can't handle it. I don't know, I'm not going to, I watched Ironheart going in with kind of low expectations as well. It wasn't like the best thing I've ever seen, but when that person showed up at the end, the dude killed it. I want more of him doing what he did at the end of Ironheart. Yep. Yeah, you had to get through those first couple episodes for it to pick up. Right. It's just, Rowdy, to add to that, I just think people just need to have, I don't know. It's almost like there's people out there that want to be killjoys. And it's easier and it's easier to shit on things than it is to praise stuff. How you doing, son of a crayon slayer? Yeah, to add to that, like there's a lot of stuff that has slow burn, and you have to watch it to to get everything out of it. Sometimes that'll kill viewership. Like I wonder if that was my biggest complaint about Daredevil it was just such a slow start, and we didn't get enough of Daredevil. Yeah, and there's the opposite to that slow burn stuff. Sinners, same way. Like there was so much composition at the beginning of that movie. Like if you didn't watch the trailer, Like, because that was the only reason why I knew it was the type of movie that it was. And I'm like, I'm waiting. But it was, it wasn't bad. That wait wasn't bad. You just, yeah. If anybody hasn't seen Sinners, it's on HBO Max right now. It's worth watching. On speaking of the characters in Daredevil, they needed more Muse. I hope somehow he's not, that wasn't his last appearance. Son of a Crayon Slayer. I am building the Classic Class Transformers 1 B-127. Citron. So Zakanan shows up, but he's not his normal rumbles in the chat. Welcome, Zakanan. Oh, you're doing the Action Class Megatron. Nice. Did you get that Soundwave Action Class yet? There we go. I will bless your soul. Right, Stu. They have dug their grubby little claws into all of our souls, and we must build them all. Yeah, I was talking to my local shop. I was talking about it earlier, and they said that their rep was supposed to be coming in soon. He's like, and they was like, even this weekend he might show up, but I haven't seen them post anything. And one of the other clerks that worked there was like, "You're not the first person to ask about these." So hopefully they ordered plenty of them or stocked plenty of them. Stu. Or, oh, I just called you Stu. that bat is not pole dancing, Lou. It's battling with a Praetorian. Hopefully all the Hasbros don't get mad that a Valaverse figure's kicking the shit out of a Hasbro figure on my display. Wait, I'm not a mod. You know what? I don't even know how to make mods. Cicada. I don't even know how to make mods. I'm sure I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll make you my first guinea pig. And you know what, Rowdy? I might have to get. I'm not even like a Pokemon fan, but I might have to get one or two just to try them out. That was so bad, and I wasn't even trying to do that on purpose. That was 100% organic. Oh, it's so bad. I keep screwing his name up. I am not doing that on purpose at all. It just happens. So Rowdy's going to NinjaCon. Awesome. Oh, that's not good. Oh, use it for filler for customs? Yeah. So I've noticed a lot lately that there are more and more people customizing their Blokees. I've seen people do Superion. I don't know if I've seen a Minosaur, but I definitely have seen a Superion. Yeah, I'll just have to. Did you, Zakanan, was you live when you did it? I wonder if you have to be live. Get Charizard. Is that one is that in the new wave, Rowdy? All right, so where was I at? All right. I gotta build his blaster. Oh damn. Yeah, I was live and hovered over the name to get 3 dots. All right. So let's I did not mean to do that. So I want to try that. Oh yeah, I see the 3 dots. Yep. Add as a moderator. Managing moderator. Can manage bot. Standard moderator or managing moderator? Let's see what happens. Well, Zakana, let's see if you have a wrench now. Well, Rowdy, do you prefer? Oh, look at that. There we go. So you're a wrench now, Zakana. And while I'm at it, I'm going to give Abby responsibility too. That wasn't too difficult. Give me a wrench. I don't want to mod. Just want a wrench. I don't think there's any way around it, Lou. If you want a wrench, you have to be a mod. That's right, Abby. Don't let all this power go to your head. Am I going to be the Oprah of wrenches tonight? You get a wrench. You get a wrench. You get a wrench. All right, what was it building? I was building his blaster. It's like, yeah, like that's like I was doing this. I was working on a slideshow last night while watching 3POA, and I'm like, well, there's so many riches in here. I am just going to be the guy in the background. I'm going to be the behind the scenes guy. Wrench. Yep, everybody's a wrench. Oh, day drinking and building Blokees at the same time. Yeah, you might want to. HGC, what's happening, man? Thank you. HCC was part of Friday night stream during the Rattler unboxing. That was the Canaan. I'm done. Nice. Hey, you fooled me 2 times, or you fooled me once. Let's see. How does this go? Good God, Avi! I had my first drink at 9:30 a.m. at the airport. Yeah, orange juice. That's what makes it. That's what made it breakfast. That sounds like one of my weekends. That's usually the weekend I don't have my kids. I'm that busy. No work tonight, Rowdy? Oh man, brother, it has been so nasty in Ohio all week. I feel your pain. Oh, look at Lou. Lou, you got your new mic set up. That's awesome. I know I was guilty in I was guilted in upgrading my equipment. Not going to say any names, but Max. Oh, look at Zaldron. He's 4 gin or Zaldron. Look at Zakanan. He's 4 gin and tonics in. Now I'm screwing up names again. Yep. Rowdy, don't let it go to your head. Oh, that's right. You're going to go see Superman. Yep. Oh, Lou, that sounds horrible. I need my AC. If I didn't have AC, I don't know how I survived when I was younger. Because I'm pretty sure I didn't have AC as a kid, and I made it. As an adult, screw that. I need my AC. Yeah, that can be a pain in the ass. That's why I've nominated 3 people. You are now responsible. Well, I have some extra parts. Like, where did these round pieces go? It looks like they would go on the foot. Oh, are those the shoulder pieces? Yeah, those are the shoulder pieces. All right. So now all of his extremities are built. So let's put them together. Lou, your figures have been falling off the shelves? Is that because it's just too hot in there? That's not good. Oh, you know what? It's nice having figure purges just for that fact. You know what? I forgot a piece. Damn. Yeah, what HGC was that to Lou or to me? So there was a clear piece that was supposed to go under this that I forgot to put on. Oh, okay. I was gonna say I've already been picking on Lou enough about it, calling him Stu. I'd hate to be making fun of him because of his age. All right, so did I put that in right? Oh, I bet there's. Yep. You know, one thing I've noticed about Blokees, if you don't have it pushed in all the way, that pop will let you know that when you do push it in all the way. Oh. No, I give you guys wrench permissions, and now you're just timing each other out. That was irresponsible of me. Zakanin might have to do some mod training in, even though he's a little sauced. I don't think any story started out well with that sentence. Zakanin told me to. Lou literally in the hot seat. All right, so the last thing I need to build is a Lita 1. So that's kind of cool. So they put. So I know they did this with Starscream. You got a mini Megatron. So they did the same thing with Bumblebee, but gave you a mini Alita 1 vehicle mode. Also, Lou volunteered to be sacrificed. I appreciate all 10 of you in here chit-chatting it up. I can't imagine, I couldn't imagine being on a stream with, because you guys are talking up quite a bit, being on a stream where there's hundreds of people talking at the same time. That's why, multiple mods are needed in that occasion. One time saying can be the entire chat Nazi best show ever. Oh, I missed that. That's hilarious. Oh, good to know. You got a point there, Rowdy. And Kanan went there. Yeah, HCC, and I think you can put it on like members only or something else to where it's not as bad. Yeah, I've watched like video game streamers, and it's just insane when their chat starts flying. So I probably gave some of you too much power, is what you're saying, Zakanan. It'll be all right. Well, sorry, Lou. I want to engage the chat. It feels nice when coming from experience. It feels nice when your chats get highlighted. Yeah, I know. End of the world. I'm assuming I can change it. Is this not pegging in? There we go. Oh no. There we go. It rolls. All right. Let's see. Let's put the stand together. No stickers. Oh. Yeah, Lou. I'm probably going to get banned. Oh, I did it backwards. I called Stu Lou. Son of a biscuit. All right. So here's Bumblebee or B-127 or Bad Assatron. I'm just going to stop naming names because clearly I can't get people's names correct. So yeah. Here's his face sculpt. He's smiling. The blades on his arms can be swapped out. So like, let's see. Let's go over articulation. So, like I said, these Transformer One, they're not like the generic Blockies, like where everything's the same. They have their own unique things. Like, you know, like his shoulders are completely different. His elbows are different from the other Blockies. Knees are kind of their own knees. They're not the same as the Galaxy class stuff or Galaxy. Yeah. That doesn't stay on that long. He has the tap thing where his eyes light up. Maybe I need to turn the ring light off so you can see the eyes. So there's his eyes. And then you can kind of see his belly glowing. And then you can pop that off and you can see his cog. I kind of want to do that fast because, you know, dark. Let's see. Here is his. So you can pop that head off, and you can pop his visor helmet on, and then I should have left the light off. You can see how the light glows through that. And then, like I said, you can pop these panels off, and you can pop his blades off, kind of. Oh my gosh. AFA, are these the 4 point? There we go. That was a pain in the ass to get off. Let's see. Alpha asked the question. Are these the 4.87 ones? This is the classic class. So the newer classic class are a little bit bigger than the Galaxy class. I don't have a ruler with me. They're like the $14 to $20 ones, depending on where you buy them from. So you can take its blade off and then just put this piece back on, maybe. Yeah. And then if you don't want that hand, you can put his blaster hand, maybe. Why is that not pegging in? Oh, because you just pop that out. And that's how you do his blaster hand. So there's his little blaster hand. For the most part, yeah, Lou. The first Galaxy class Blokees were very the first classic class were very close to Galaxy class. Now they're getting more unique parts. So he has a fist hand as well. So yeah, there. And then here's a kind of close up look of the Lita 1 vehicle. Really nice. And then, like I said, the wheels do roll. So there you go, Avi. How about that? You're a mod. You could even put the link in. So let's put his blades. The only thing I wish these would get would be an ab crunch. Once they start putting ab crunches on these classic class, then yeah. But I mean, he's got all kinds of ankle tilts, forward, back, side to side, not as much as the forward and back. You can't. How these peg into these tabs? You don't really. Huh. That's the first one where I've come across where they don't peg in. Like this is the bottom of his foot. Typically they had, to match these holes. There you go, Avi. With the link. Should highlight the link. Oh, where's my mouse? There you go. Yeah, I can't get the freaking. So Bumblebee does not peg into his figure stand. Interesting. Unless I'm doing it wrong. I mean, because there looks like a little bit of a circle right there where it would peg into, but it's not going in. Key from Key and Peele, voice B-127. Yeah. Yes, he did. I was curious about him playing the voice too. Like he wouldn't do very good, but he was pretty good. All right, done messing with that. All right, so I guess I'll whip out this box. Where are we at? We're at an hour and a half. I will pull one from here and build one of these, and then we can kind of do a little bit of comparison because Alpha did ask like the size, and so I'll just do a random one. No, it's not a special Bumblebee. So like with the classic class, I'll show you the classic class box. I don't know, how many of these I got left? I got so like Alpha to kind of answer your question. So these, the Galaxy version, those are kind of like the flagship Blokees. They kind of have that, and these are the blind box ones. So like this case will have like the special one in it. The classic class, which is what that Bumblebee is, they come in a lot larger box. And I'm just knocking him the hell over. So there's your like size difference. The main reason why this box is bigger than this box, because you have runners in here, and just like a model kit. So it has to fit all the runners. Where like the Galaxy class, all of it is pre-cut. There might be some pieces that you might have to clip out of the runners. But most of them are all pre-cut. Well, Rowdy, I'm behind in the chat, so I didn't 100% see that. I will acknowledge you, though. Oh, finally a Decepticon. So one of the things, like I was mentioning earlier, these are more generic than the classic class. I keep confusing classic class with active class. So these parts we're more familiar with. Oh yeah, Alpha, there is a big difference. But like I said, you're building more with these. Like you're more hands-on with these. I mean, like I said, these are more of a model kit, where these are, most of it's all pre-built or pre-cut. Yes, my tribal chief. It's funny how Megatron and Optimus have the ones, and all right, where's his head? There's his head. There's his face. Let's see. I'm so behind on the chat. Yeah, Zakaden, no shilling here, but he's very knowledgeable. He is a good guy. I've talked to him a few times prior to just him, being a sponsor. And Lou, you are correct. They are leaders, and they need to point out things. I said I wasn't going to say names anymore, but I got your name right that time. Let's see. So, Lou, are we going to go with Rowdy's suggestion? Is that going to be canon now? Yeah. Yeah, that's a great tip for anybody that's going to be a moderator. Is make a Google Doc or a Word doc or just a doc that you can put people's links to their socials on. That helps me out a lot when I'm actually, being a responsible mod. %, Stu. All right, Abby. Thanks for joining. Take care. If you want to hop on later and go over some stuff, let me know tonight. All right. Yeah, I saw it. I just haven't had a chance to look at it. So here's what I mean. Like the classic class haven't been using these similar parts. So usually on the first couple of classic class that I did, like the Rise of the Beast classic class, they had these elbow joints. And so the Galaxy class used these for knees and elbow. The classic class was using them until these Transformer 1. So these Transformer 1 figures, they're later releases. So they've definitely done some improvements. And I think part of that is because they're kind of getting away from the stylized look with the classic class, where a lot of your Galaxy class are still kind of similar in design. But even the class, or even the Galaxy class, are kind of getting away from similar looks. It's just so satisfying hearing that these pop. Yeah, it's like a perfect balance from spamming everybody's stuff to not overdoing it. So he's definitely getting the pointer. I think I put these on backwards. I think it's better to have the the port on the outside than it is on the inside. This didn't stay on very well. What's the dealio? Well, Rowdy, I appreciate the cheerleading. I know it helped me hit a couple subscriber milestones. Speaking of, if you haven't subbed to my channel, hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to like, comment, as all of you are doing. I appreciate it. I feel bad that I'm not keeping up. Oh, Lou, you're going to be a responsible wrench now? Here we go. Yeah, definitely want the hole inside. There we go. When does Monkey Wrench arrive? You know, Stu, that's a good question. I don't know. My guess is fall, since now we just got the most recent wave, and I think Monkey Wrench is part of that next wave. We probably won't see that till the fall. Well, Lou, you said you didn't want the responsibility. You just wanted the wrench. There we go. See, Lou's got the dates. 100%. All right. Megatron needs some legs. Let's see, are they the same? Yeah, the same. Feet look to be the same. And we have Megatron. What's that? So here is a look at, oh, it's a blast effect. How about that? For his fusion cannon. Not a bad looking Megatron. So here is, let's see, let's put Megatron next to this Bumblebee, kind of get a comparison. I don't know where my other action class Megatron is, or classic class. So as you can kind of see, they are definitely, the classic class are a little bit bigger than the Galaxy class, or at least the newer classic class. Hold on a second. Let's see. Oh, shit. Here's the Megatron. There we go. So Here's this primal. This is the older classic class. So as you can see, let me get this next to Megatron. They are really close in size. Here, let me kind of go over the top a little bit more. Oh, that's the most that my ring light can tilt. So they have really upgraded their classic class. I think their prices went up a little bit on their classic class. So the first bit of classic class were almost right in line with Galaxy class. And then here is the classic class Megatron. And he towered. I mean, it scales because he was bigger than Bumblebee in the movie. I mean, there's a good almost inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch difference in height. But yeah, I'm really digging these classic class when it comes to just the build. The build's fun. They're a more unique build. These are fun just to have G1, these Galaxy class. I like having them just as like a G1 representation. They almost have that animation look. I would be curious if they would go back to the drawing board and start making more animated, closer to tune accurate. And I wonder if they'll do that with the classic class. Like, so tomorrow when we do the during Decepticast, there is a leak list of upcoming Blokees that are coming out. So be sure to join tomorrow and get the sneak peek on that, because I think was the Galaxy class, the next Defender class, and the next Galaxy class leak lists came out, and then some other named figures that are coming soon. I think I know there was a Rodimus Prime. I can't remember who was all on the list, but come watch Decepticast tomorrow. I'm trying to think who else was on that list. It looks like they're going to be doing 86 movie stuff, maybe, because there was a Unicron that was on that list. Was one of the Sweeps or Scourge? Yeah, there was like 3 Rodimuses. There was Vehicle Mode Rodimus. Let's see. Let's go back to me. So there was Vehicle Mode Rodimus. There was. I could always just go to the slide. Since we're doing a Blokees show, we might as well talk about the leaked Blokees. If I can find the slide. Down here. Oh yeah, Shark. I think so, Lou. I think Sharkticons was one of them. Yes, Decepticast episode 4. I thought Avi put something up. He sent me a thumbnail, so he might not have put it up yet. He sent me a thumbnail to look over. I know we have a title. He's working on a thumbnail. So maybe that's what it is. Well, this slideshow is not cooperating. Or did I pass it? I might have passed it. I thought I put the list on here. Hold on. There it is. All right, so let's see, full screen slideshow. All right, so here's the league list of Blokees for. They said pre-sale for these should be going up between July and August. There should be a movie Jetwing Optimus Prime. No detail what class it might be. The rumor is action class, so that would probably be the Bayverse 2 movie, Optimus Prime, with when he takes Jetfire's parts. Let's see. Then there's another Transformers 1 movie 8 Megatronus Prime. It doesn't say what class it is. It says action class probably, which I wonder if they're getting action class mixed with classic class. And then the next Defender wave is called Tyrant's Fury. It'll have Grimlock, which we already have a Grimlock, so I wonder if that'll be Dino mode or if it'll be an alternate Grimlock. Hot Rod, we've already got a Hot Rod, so I wonder if that'll be a Shattered Glass Hot Rod. Scourge and Sweep, Lightning Wing, Rumble Blue, Shockwave. We've already got Shockwave, but I think in clear, so this might be the regular purple. Hound, Shattered Glass Megatron, Starscream in alt mode, Wheeljack in alt mode, Rodimus Prime in alt mode, so we're going to get a Winnebago Rodimus Prime, and alternate mode Brawl. Let's see. Then the next Blokees Galaxy is called One Shall Fall. It has Optimus Prime, which my guess is dead Optimus Prime. It might be sleep mode Optimus Prime. Rodimus Prime, Shrapnel, Sludge in dinosaur mode, Unicron, Sharkticon, Metroplex, Sludge in robot mode, and Lightning Wing. Yeah, it's probably the it could. Yeah, you know what? I didn't even think about that. The Lost Light Hot Rod. Yeah, because we don't want the kids to know that our Optimus Prime is dead. But yeah, that's the Blokees leak list for pre-orders that should go up in July or August. But we made it almost 2 hours. And I really liked that we had a good active chat tonight. I appreciate all of you guys for showing up this evening. And I'm going to try to get Lou's name right eventually. So thank you, Lou. Thank you, Stu. Thank you, Rowdy. Zakanen. Abby was in the chat. Zaldron was in the chat. HGC. Who else was in the chat? I know there was others. Alpha. Anyone else? I'm glad I have mods now. Zakanen. You know what, Zakanen? Next time I do one of these, if you have any Blokees ability you want to hop on with me, I'd appreciate it. Oh yeah, and Frankie and Max start in 30 minutes. I don't want to go over them. Also, I think Hella Dope. Does Hella Dope start at 9 or 9:30? I can't remember. I think they start at 9:30 as well. But yeah, so if you could like, subscribe, share this video, comment. I don't have the link, Stu. I'm sure one of the mods might be able to throw it up real fast. Rowdy could probably throw it up. She's the one that brought it up. She should have just throw the link up, Rowdy. Go for it. But as I'm closing out, check me out on Instagram, check me out on TikTok, check me out on X. I have a Facebook page. It's all Talib. 1980 underscore Colette's. I just threw up. I'm sorry, Lou. It's too hot in your house. Also, don't forget, tomorrow night is episode 4 of Decepticast. This is the TFCon show. TFCon Me Maybe is the title of the show. We're going to go over just TFCon in general. It's a revolving Transformers convention. They usually do 3 a year. And we're going to go over third-party panel. If you're not too familiar with Transformers and the third-party stuff, the third-party panel is like what everybody is looking forward to when it comes to TFCon, at least for a lot of people. So that'll be on tomorrow night at 10:15. Anna will be back once again. I think she's in for a long haul. She's stuck with me. And Rowdy, I'm glad you found your link. But yeah, so thanks you for all for showing up. I don't have a fancy outro. That's something I have to work on. You know, I'm like 7 episodes in on solo streams. So I'm leaving, and thank you. Good night. Decepticast. Go Lou. Good night.